All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to talk about the face of boxing, as Terence Crawford is very loud about the fact that he believes he is now the face of boxing after beating Canelo Alvarez, and you have a lot of people that are agreeing with him. I, however, take an opposite view. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Fanon, and in this video, we're going to have a fun conversation about the sport of boxing. Terence "Bud" Crawford just had the biggest win of any fighter, I do believe, in several years, with his fight over Canelo Alvarez, where he became the undisputed champion at 168 pounds. This is his third time being an undisputed champion in a weight division. And as a result, is he the face of boxing? I have to tell you that in a certain degree, he is the face of boxing, but not the face of boxing in the way that the phrase is typically used. Now, before I get into the details, let me welcome you back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, please accept my invitation to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you can be notified of when we release more videos. And if you're a longtime subscriber and supporter, thank you guys so much. And thank you to everybody that supports in the super thanks of videos like this. It really does help the channel a lot during a very slow boxing cycle, a very slow boxing cycle. So Terence Crawford beats Canelo Alvarez, biggest fight of the year, biggest legitimate fight of the year. There's probably going to be a bigger event coming up when Gervonta Davis fights Jake Paul. I do believe that's in November, but that's really not a fight. And I don't think that it should be counted as a professional fight, even if Gervonta Davis makes a ton of money, right? But regardless, Terence Crawford won the biggest fight of the year. So he says that he is the face of boxing. And I say yes and no to that at the same time. Is he the face of boxing? If you were talking about the sport of boxing and them hands being thrown and people getting clocked upside the head and people slipping shots and doing nifty combinations off on people and proving it and dominating the fighters that you're in the ring with and showing that you're outclassing everybody that you've been in the ring with. As far as being the face of boxing, the sport of boxing and what goes on into that ring, it is very hard to say that Terence Crawford does not exemplify everything that you want in a boxer inside the ring. So if you're looking for a boxer, he can box. If you're looking for a brawler, he can brawl. He is the face of the technique of boxing, without a doubt. He is the face. He should be what people are looking at when they're saying, okay, if you have to find anybody here and they're going to be the quintessential boxer, who is that? My personal opinion, that is Terence Crawford for sure. If you're looking at, okay, who do you want to fight with? Who do you think people are going to try to emulate when they get into the ring after Terence Crawford retires? Man, there's going to be a lot of people out there trying to fight like Terence Crawford. Just like after Muhammad Ali died, there was a lot of people, or not died, excuse me. After Muhammad Ali retired, there was a lot of different people like James Quick Tillis, a lot of different people, Shannon Briggs, a lot of tall heavyweights standing behind the jab, moving a lot, tried to fight like Muhammad Ali, and you could tell that skill set that Ali had and the technique that he had was rubbing off on these other fighters, and that's what they thought an excellent fighter looked like. Similar to the way when Muhammad Ali was young, he looked up to Sugar Ray Robinson, because Sugar Ray Robinson was the pound for pound guy and the one that everybody said was like the quintessential best fighter that you could possibly have. So if you're looking at it in that angle, and I think that is a respectful way to look at it, and it's a very impactful way to look at it. I mean, it has a lot of impact on the sport. Terence Crawford is that guy. But is he the face of boxing in a commercial sense? Is he the one where all kind of casual fans and hardcore fans, when they say, man, we're waiting for a boxing match to be made, when is this guy going to be fighting again? Is that Terence Crawford? That is not Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford is not the one with the crowds and crowds of people behind him saying, man, I can't wait to see Bud fight again. I can't wait to see Bud fight again. No, Bud is the guy that you love to see when he fights, but there's never been he's always been the B-side to the other guy that you wanted to see fight in the large fights that he had. Obviously not all the fights that he had, not the fights with like Amir Khan and Kell, but even the fights with Amir Khan and Kell Brook and Sean Porter, those guys were names for Terence Crawford and people were interested in seeing how the fight would go, but still, it was always getting sold with Terence trying to go at Errol Spence. Now, when you have somebody that is the commercial face of boxing or the one where everybody just wants to see who's going to fight, then you're talking about guys like Canelo Alvarez, you're talking about guys like Gervonta Davis. And my personal opinion is if you want to see how cats should fight, I think Gervonta Davis is a beautiful example of that as well. However, right now, because he got that draw with Lamont Roach and because he's taking on this fight that most really hardcore boxing fans know is a cash grab, right? It's just his name isn't buzzing like it was. However, as soon as Gervonta Davis gets into a fight says he fights Shakur or say he fights, when he gets past this fight with Jake Paul, the question is going to be, who is Gervonta going to fight? Who is Gervonta fight? Who's Gervonta going to fight? When Terence Crawford beat Canelo Alvarez, almost immediately you know he's not fighting David Benavidez. He's not going to fight Christian Mbili. He's not going to fight. People are not looking for the next fight for Bud. The people that people would be looking for that fight for are not fights that Bud is interested in taking. So Bud's options moving forward are people looking for Bud to fight Hamad Shiraz. Are we like interested in that? Are we like yeah, I can't wait to see Bud fight Hamad Shiraz? No, that's not the case. So Bud absolutely, in one sense, and I believe this, and I think that it is fair to say, is the face of the technique of boxing, of the skill of boxing. When boxers are looking at who they should be fighting like, who they should be training like, who they should live their life like, as far as inside the ring and outside the ring, Terence Crawford is going to be that guy. He's going to be the guy that many fighters pattern themselves off, but he's not going to be the guy that the average fan is just getting up there dying to see him fight again. I did some research, and this has always been said for a long time, that up to 1 billion people saw Muhammad Ali fight Joe Frazier. That number was so big that people were telling me on my Twitter side, that has to be exaggerated. That has to be exaggerated. Nah, brother, it's not exaggerated. Muhammad Ali was that big. When he was the face of boxing, there is no question about who the face of boxing is. Mike Tyson was not the best heavyweight. Evander Holyfield, Lennox Lewis was, but Mike Tyson was the face of boxing. That's how it goes. Oscar De La Hoya, same type of thing, was not the best fighter amongst the groups of fighters that he was in. That would probably be Bernard Hopkins, maybe Felix Trinidad, but still face of boxing. Anyway, that's my take on the matter. Please let me know what you think in the comments section. And with that, I'm out. Deuces.